It's about time for a Disney movie, and I'm going to talk about The Fox and the Hound. The Fox and the Hound is basically about this fox cub who's found by an owl, and it's been abandoned by his mother, obviously, and it's the owl brings it to this old woman. The old woman raises it as her own, and as it's growing up, the fox becomes friends with this hound dog who's raised by this hunter who lives just over the field, and they form this really strong friendship until basically the dog and the hunter go away for the winter to hunt, and over that time, the dog becomes like this hunter dog, and when it comes back, the friendship is really quite strained. It's one of those Disney movies that is really brutally realistic. It's not all, bunnies bouncing, rainbows, everything's all happy. It really portrays gritty realism, and it really shows fox hunting for what it is. And I've always loved The Fox and the Hound. I used to have it on VHS. God, I feel old and nobody has a VHS player anymore, but I used to watch it all the time, so that's why I thought I should talk about it. Apart from Halloween 4, Halloween 2 is probably the only decent sequel, and it's a decent sequel because it picks up directly after the original leaves off. Well, I said directly, there's a couple of shots that are different, and a couple of things that doesn't really follow on with continuity. But to all intents and purposes, it really does stick to the original and where the original was going. In this one, obviously, you have all the kids' bodies being discovered, and Laurie, played by Jamie Lee Curtis, she's been brought to the hospital, and obviously Michael Myers, spoilers if you haven't seen it, but he was basically shot 6 times by Dr. Loomis, played by Donald Pleasance. He was shot 6 times at the end of the original and fell off the balcony of the Doyle's house, and he basically got up and walked away. So the whole question raised throughout the first half of the movie is, where is Michael? Obviously, within the first 15 minutes, you do see him kill someone, and that's really where this movie differs from the original, because in the original, yes, you do see him killing people, but in this one, there's blood. In the original, there was maybe 1 or 2 scenes of blood, and even at that, they were maybe 2 minutes long, and didn't linger on the blood. In this one, it shows you him stabbing people with blood on the knife. It shows you melting people's faces off, which is a fantastic scene, by the way. So yeah, basically, this one involves Michael coming to the hospital and trying to get Laurie, because we find out in this one that Laurie is actually his sister. And some people didn't like that they had to throw a story element into it. I thought it really made the story of the first one make sense, although I can see why people wouldn't like it and how they want the original just to be about this guy killing babysitters for no reason. Next movie I'm going to talk about is The Cannonball Run, starring Burt Reynolds and Dom DeLuise. This is one of those gems from the early 80s that really doesn't get talked about as much as Smokey and the Bandit. It's really excuse me, it's really one of those comedy movies that's really looked over when it comes to classic comedy movies. The movie's basically about this race from can't remember where it's from. It's from basically one end of America to another end of America, and whoever gets there gets like $1 million. It's basically all these people you like end up being cameos. Most of them, they end up doing this partner racing where like the 2 people get in a car and they split the winnings, obviously, and you have cameos from the likes of Roger Moore playing basically James Bond in it, but it's a parody of James Bond, and you have Jackie Chan, Farrah Fawcett as well, who looks lovely to look at. So yeah, it's little known, guys. Check the Cannonball Run out if you want to. It's I think it's quite funny. I've always really liked it. Another horror one, The Highland, starring Dee Wallace-Stone, who was the mum from E.T. This one is about basically Dee Wallace-Stone is this reporter on the trail of this serial killer and rapist who agrees to meet her in this porn shop, and basically in the back room she's almost killed by him, and obviously she gets sort of PTSD from it, and she doesn't really want to go out agoraphobia and all. And she basically gets that she doesn't want to go out, so her husband and her best friend basically organise for her to go to this retreat up in the mountains, away from everything, so she can just clear her head, relax, and try and get back to some sort of normality. But what she finds out is this colony is basically full of werewolves, and that the serial killer may not be as dead as you first thought. In terms of werewolf movies, The Highland is very, very scary. I think it's really effective as well. The creature effects are absolutely fantastic, as all werewolf movies were in the 80s and 90s. Isn't it funny how the effects sort of got worse and worse and more reliant on CG as the times went on rather than the other way about? I think that's astounding, really. Yes, guys, last movie I'm going to talk about today is Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark. I adore this movie, as well as the sequels, even Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. I do have a soft spot for that as well because I saw it in the cinemas. But Raiders of the Lost Ark was, I think, only for Star Wars, I think it would have been Harrison Ford's breakout role if he hadn't already been in Star Wars before that. Everyone knows the story of Indiana Jones. Basically, Indiana Jones, or Henry Jones, is this archaeology teacher at college, but in his spare time he goes in search of artifacts, and he's an archaeologist himself, and that other part of himself, he tends to get into scripts with Nazis and everything, and in the second one he gets into script with this cult, and it's just absolutely fantastic. Raiders of the Lost Ark was one of the original summer action movies. Not exactly a blockbuster by Star Wars or Jaws means, but it definitely got a lot of audiences in the seats at the cinema, and it was one of the first ones that really gave influence to a lot of directors and a lot of actors who went on to star in action and adventure movies. Harrison Ford is fantastic in this role. He's dry, witty. He's a great leading man as well, and he also conveys emotion as well, which is really rare for action movies. And of course, John Williams does the score, absolutely amazing. Uh, John Williams, without a doubt, probably the best composer has ever been in film history. That's just my opinion, but I'm sure a lot of people share it as well. I enjoyed that. I think it was good for me to have a little random selection of movies there, things that people maybe haven't seen. But I hope if you haven't seen some of them, you check them out because they are pretty decent movies. And I know it's not conventional, but it's my video series, and I'm going to do what I think I'm going to do. So anyway, guys, thanks as always for watching and for liking the video if you haven't already. Subscribe, comment anything and everything down below. If you like any of the movies on this list, tell me. If you don't like them, tell me why. Tell me any more movies from 1981 because I probably missed a lot. Comment anything and everything. I love to hear what you guys think. As always, you guys are great support to me. And thanks for watching, guys. I'm Jason Black, and you guys have been awesome. Take care.